Hey there, creepy peeps, and welcome to another Stale movie review. Today I'm going to be talking about Creep. Creep is directed by Patrick Bryce and written by Mark Duplass, and it also stars Bryce and Duplass. So this is really a work just by these two guys. So Creep is about a videographer, Aaron, played by Bryce, who takes a job from this man named Joseph, is played by Duplass, to film him for a day because Joseph is dying from cancer and wants to make like this video thing for his unborn son. So in case he doesn't make it to see his son's birth or his child's birth. I don't know if he knows if it's a son, I can't remember now. His child's birth. If he doesn't make it till then, the kid will have something to watch of him or something. So when he gets out there to meet Joseph, he realizes that the guy is kind of odd and kind of off, and scary things start happening. So this is a found footage horror movie, and I have a very rocky relationship with found footage horror movies, but without giving too much away, I really liked this movie. So let's go ahead and get right into what I specifically liked about it. The movie moves real fast. I mean, it's only an hour and 17 minutes long. So, I mean, by most movie standards, it is a little bit short. But there's not a scene in there that doesn't contribute to something. It doesn't like that, you know, there's no, I felt like there's no superfluous scenes in there. There were no unneeded scenes. Like everything that was, you know, every scene contributed to something, either building tension or character development or something. So it felt like the pacing was really good. There wasn't a dull moment. Even the more subdued moments like didn't last too long to the point where you got tired or bored. So that, I thought that was really well done. Duplass is amazing as Joseph in this movie. He is mesmerizing in the creepiest way. Like there are just moments where he's like talking to the camera as Aaron is filming him, and he's like telling his story or something, and he is just so unnerving that like you can't take your eyes away from the screen. Like, and I kind of had like, not deja vu, because I like remember this happening. I did watch like the first 15 minutes of the film forever ago, and then I had to step away to do something, and I just never got around to finishing it. So I remember the first 15 minutes, but and I remember him creeping me out then. I mean, I guess hence the title of the movie, right? But I could not tear my eyes away from the screen. Like when he was, you know, when he was on, it was terrifying. Basically, Creep is everything I love about found footage. The premise is simple. Even when it gets like kind of deeper in and we get like more towards the climax and the, you know, the height of the movie, it doesn't ever really get too complicated or convoluted. It's just really simple and effective scares. They don't, you know, there's no CGI, there's no need for it. Like I've said before, I'm a little bit more free with spoilers in my Stale movie review, so I will go ahead and say that the kind of kicker here is that there is something wrong with Joseph. Aaron finds out that Joseph's story does not hold up and he was lying to him. So it's all just based on one man's interaction with a man who is deeply disturbed. So there's no aliens, there's no ghosts, there's no witches or anything like that. It's just so simple, and it feels real. It just feels like something that could really happen. And I mean, similar things may have happened to people, they just might not have filmed it. So everything feels super realistic, not to discredit Blair Witch Project or Paranormal Activity, which are my favorite found footage horror movies. They're able to take the supernatural and, you know, do it in a really effective way, but Creep is like probably the best example I could think of like what I like in a found footage horror movie. Just keep it realistic, keep it simple. They keep it this simple like this, I'm able to suspend my disbelief of like, why is this guy still filming? Which I feel like everyone gets to a point in a found footage horror movie where you kind of ask like, why are these characters still bothering to film, right? But when it's done well like this, I can forget about all that. Like, I can let that go and just enjoy the movie, and that's exactly what happened here. The only thing I didn't like about the movie is Aaron, like as a character, is horribly stupid and makes a lot of really bad decisions. Which, I mean, adds for like, it makes for some really scary parts because he's so stupid, and I found myself like cowering behind a pillow at a few points, like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? But that's really great. I find that really refreshing when a horror movie can do that to me and make me cower behind a pillow. So why should you watch? It's still on Netflix. It's been on Netflix forever, so you know, if you have a subscription, head on over and watch it. It's not going to take up too much of your time. It's pretty short. It's best if you're like me and you hate like that super unrealistic found footage, like aliens and, you know, other dimensions and things like that. If you're really not a fan of that, I think you'll like Creep because it's the complete other end of the spectrum. It's super realistic. So I'm gonna give this a rating of 5 Tootsies out of 5. I really liked this, which sounds weird, you know, for me to say, considering I really don't like found footage a whole lot. But I had a great time with this. I'm definitely adding it to my collection. On IMDb right now, it has a 6.2 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes has a 96% critic score and 64% audience score. I know it's just Rotten Tomatoes, but still, I mean, for a horror movie, that's pretty good. So if you've seen Creep, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about it. Like I said, it's on Netflix, so if you haven't seen it yet and you have a Netflix subscription, or you know, you kind of use somebody else's, go ahead on over and watch it and then come back and let me know what you thought. I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and feel free to subscribe and become a Creepy Peep today if you haven't already. I post new videos Monday through Friday. And until next time, stay strange. Bye.